School resource officers make a huge difference in our schools every single day. They build relationships, keep our students safe, and create a positive school environment. But don't just take my word for it. Listen to what students, principals, and safety directors and superintendents across Ohio have to say.
They are rock stars here. When they walk in, especially at the elementary school, it's like a star. A rock star just showed up. You can't even see them because the students are surrounding them so much, trying to get a hug or a high five.
I love our school resource officers. They connect so well with all the students. They care so much about all of us.
Every day they walk through the building and check on each student in any classroom or any hallway.
He goes above and beyond all the time to make us all feel safe mentally and physically when we are here at school.
They're just overall phenomenal at their jobs, and there's never been a time at school that I didn't feel safe.
So what really stands out about our school resource officers, Deputy Loney and Deputy Dillon, is the relationship building that they do with all of our students.
I love having an SRO in the building because every single morning Officer Garska greets me and says good morning to me, and he always makes sure that we're all safe.
Deputy Loney and Deputy Dillon serve as mentors, they serve as role models, even educators to our students to provide a safe environment for them. So it's not just safety and security, it's also that relationship building, which is so important.
He's always just like the first person you see when you're walking in, and he just always has a positive impact into our first day and always just creates conversation with us, and I just love it.
Anytime that we can foster a positive relationship between our police officers and our school and our students that we serve, it's great. Not to mention, having that extra support in the worst case event goes extra miles, it goes miles and miles,
She always helps out. She always tries to spread positivity, and she's always doing something kind.
Seeing him around the school, he checks in on the classrooms, checks around the building. He doesn't just stay for a minute and then leave. He's always here. He always makes us feel safe and always makes us feel protected.
Having Kathy and Vinny in the building is great. An SRO brings an added sense of security for our staff and students, knowing that somebody is here in case of an emergency. And Vinny just brightens everyone's day. Kids love seeing Vinny and makes everyone happy.
Not only do they protect us on a daily basis, but they kind of become your best friends almost in a way. I can always joke around with mine, but I always know that he's here if I ever need him.
Our SROs, for me, fit the three buckets that are crucial when it comes to school safety: deter, defend, and detect. So that's our first line of defense. But on the other side of that, the real day-to-day operations is all about making connections with kids. And our three guys do an awesome job of that. I mean, there's times where they gotta, wear the Canfield PD badge, but the majority of the time, they're talking to kids, having relationships, getting into classrooms. We got one of our SROs talking about DARE today. They talk about digital citizenship, which, as you know, the social media world is very critical. So our guys do what they need to do when it comes to PD time. But really, at the end of the day, it's all about making relationships in the classroom, inside and out, and they do an awesome job here in Canfield.
My favorite part about being an SRO is watching these kids, achieve their goals. Just get accepted to college, win an award in sports, setting a record at something. Just seeing the enthusiasm that they have and how much they work towards that is worth everything.
One of my goals is to be a positive role model, right? So I feel like I want to be a positive role model day in and day out, and then a police officer when I need to be. When kids see me out of school, it could be Chipotle, it could be Starbucks here. We see them a lot. They smile, they say hello. You could tell that you're kind of getting through to them, and they feel good.
As long as I've been in law enforcement, no matter what role it was, I love to help people. And when this opportunity came up for me, it was perfect. It's like having thousands of grandchildren.
I want them to feel safe. So I try to make that connection with them to a certain point. We talk about safety and try to bring that anxiety level down with them. So if something, a fire drill, a lockdown drill, how can we speak to them and then bring that anxiety down?
My favorite thing about being an SRO is the kids. I mean, they can change a bad day into a good day.
The daily interactions that can make a huge impact on these kids. Saying hi, saying their name, maybe asking them about something that they had going on.
And also being that mentor for those kids. When they need someone, they come up to you. And it's so important because they show that they trust you.
Those relationships that they've built allow them to be proactive in situations in which a typical, if you would, deputy that would come in and try to help with the situation may not be able to do because they haven't developed that relationship with those students.
Sometimes kids see us as, you know, a scary person to talk to. Sometimes they can't connect because I am in a uniform, right? So being able to let them know I am a person behind this. If you need help, come to me. If you need something, you know, I am approachable. If you don't feel comfortable going to a counselor, if you don't feel comfortable going to your principals or a school administration or even your parents, you know, my door is open. I'm in your school. Find me as a resource, and kids do take well to that.